It jumped quick. Good evening, everyone. How is everybody doing? It's Wednesday already. Amazing how fast the time goes. Before we get into this, we're going to talk. We're going to be talking about. There's going to be a tremendous amount of job losses happening very, very soon. We'll get into that in just a little while. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody if we have any interruptions with the stream or any problems, I will get right back on as soon as I possibly can. So just be aware of that and just putting that out there ahead of time. So we haven't, like I said, again, since we switched carriers, we've had zero issues. So that's been an awesome thing. I will say that big difference. So anyway, secondly, I just want to remind everybody that this is a very family friendly oriented channel. I would ask everybody to please be decent in the chat, no racism, no nastiness. If you cannot abide by this easy, simple rule, then you will be booted out of here. Those awesome people that you see lit up in blue will boot you because we're just not going to have it. Just not going to have it. So, uh, just a heads up for people. Of course, they will come in anyway and they will try, but they won't be here long. I can tell you that right now. My moderators are awesome. They stay on top of stuff, and so that's what we deal with. So, anyway, those of you, and I'm going to see who's paying attention here. Okay, I have Twitter and Instagram. I put up a post today on Twitter and on Instagram, Prepper Nurse One. Uh, Somebody tell me what the post was today, if you would, and then I'm going to discuss that for a moment. Give you guys a minute. Probably gonna go look now. Is what you're gonna do. Thank you very much. Cassandra May is the one that has it right. A new cat. So I got to tell you the origins of this. Well, the pair was new too. Yes. Um, this year, Bella passed away while Heather was in school, and so Heather had Bella for 11 years. She got her when she was 8 years old, and so that cat was a big part of her life. And so I had recently told my mother and my sister, I said, one of these days soon, I'm going to go out and I'm going to find a black kitten, and I'm going to bring it home to Heather. And um, sorry, don't tweet or have Instagram. Well, that's okay. That's all right. Um, but anyway, so we were out. Heather and I went out for a motorcycle ride yesterday. So I'll tell you this first, and then we'll get into topic. I promise. So we went out for a motorcycle ride yesterday, and while we were out, we saw a sign that said "free kittens." Okay, so like, all right, we'll go check this out. So we knock on the door, and the lady comes to the door, and I said, "I saw your sign that said free kittens," and she goes, "Well," she goes, "what are you looking for?" And I said, "Do you have any black kittens?" She goes, "Well, I have some. I have one black cat. She's a little bit older. She's 12 weeks. There's a new litter there, but they didn't. She didn't have any of any of them were black. So she brings out this little black female, and here's how ironic this is. She goes, "We've been calling her Stella." All right. So Heather's cat's name was Bella. So I was like, "Oh my God, how strange is this, right?" And so Heather saw her and was like instantly like, "Yes, I want this cat." So we were going to go back yesterday afternoon because we were on the bike. We're obviously not taking the cat on the bike. Um, so we went back. We were going to go back yesterday afternoon, but they weren't home in time. So we ended up going back today. And does the kitty have a white ANFEL's kiss? Oh, it has a little white patch on its chest. Yeah, it has a little white patch on its chest. But she's a really pretty cat. She's adjusting as we speak, and so she is a really nice kitten. And Heather was literally on cloud nine. She was like so excited because I said, "You want to stop and see?" And she goes, "Yes." And so she was very excited. She was ready, and she wanted another black cat, which I totally get. So the white patch is called an angel's kiss. Oh, okay, Randy Romines, thank you. I did not know that. But now her other cat that she had was completely 100% black. So, but anyway, so yes, we have a new kitten here at the homestead. Like, we don't have enough cats, right? But I wanted Heather to have, her own cat. So, that's that was her thing with Bella, and the other cats are okay. Excuse me, I'm trying to do my business here. Yes, yes, I am. I know. Very intrusive. So, anyway, I'm not petting you more. I got one hand petting you. I'm not petting you with both. All right, all right, baby girl. So anyway, that is our newest edition. So now we are back up. Okay, you got to go down. Go on. We are back up to 8 cats because 7 is just not enough. That's just. But and I I I'm a sucker, and I did that for Heather. So you know, poor new kitty, 3 dogs and what, 7 other cats. Yep. Now we have 8. So I used to have 9. So, but and yeah, poor little Hella. Yeah, it's little petite tiny Hella. So yeah, it was an odd number. Can't have an odd number. You got to have an even number. We had an odd number of dogs, but whatever. It's just I don't know. I like cats. I don't care. And you know what the funny thing is, and I'll tell you this. And again, we will get into the topic here in just a moment. Give me a few minutes. I will tell you this right now. When I get down to West Virginia, I will probably be getting at least another cat down there as well. I'm taking the dogs with me, which will be nice companionship, but I definitely will. Most likely, you'll see down there when I get down there and get settled in. You'll be going, oh my God, he's got a cat in West Virginia. So yeah, that's what I will probably do. Once I'll tell you guys right now, for me personally, once I get down there and I'm working on stuff, I will be spending the majority of my time moving forward in West Virginia. If they need me at home, then back here in New York, then I would definitely come up here to help them with whatever they needed. But I definitely plan on spending the majority of my time right down there, and so that's my game plan. So anyway, all right, so let's get into this topic. All right, and I'm gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna just talk like with New York State. We're gonna start with that. It's happening all over the place anyway, but we're gonna talk about New York State. All right. So there's going to be a lot of businesses that do not have a lot of people very, very soon. State employees, hospitals, nursing homes, all those places like that, that they are now mandating that in order to work there, you have to have the right. So you are having a lot of people, a large percentage of people, in some cases up to 40% of the people are not going to get it, even if it costs them their jobs. EMTs as well. Yep. Okay. You are there. So what is you're gonna see happening now? I want you to remember. Now I did a video and I talked about the nursing shortage and how there's always been a nursing shortage, and I talked about the hospital in Houston that mandated it. They ended up firing 150 employees, and now they're begging for firefighters and cops also. And you are going to see firefighters leaving. You are going to see police officers leaving. You are going to see nurses leaving. And I think what you're going to end up seeing is a lot of them shifting from hospitals and those type of things to either small towns or other places that they can go where they can work and not have to have that as part of the job description. I think that you are going to see a lot of problems moving forward because of these type of situations. When you are trying to force somebody to get something that they don't want to get or they shouldn't have to get, I mean, it's been pushed very, very hard, as we all know. I mean, we don't need to get into to all of that because we know how hard this mantra and stuff is being pushed. But what you are going to see is a lot of people are going to stand their grounds. Now, what they're anticipating, I will tell you what they're anticipating. Not firefighters in New York, at least above NYC. No mandate has come on that. I'm watching that carefully. Okay, but I think New York City they have, because that would definitely affect Angry Prepper, because he is obviously a firefighter. So you are going to see a lot of issues moving forward in a lot of these job fields, because they think that if they try to force this on people, that people to keep their jobs are going to comply and do it. Now, will some? Sure, some will. Not all. I'll tell you that right now. Not all. I've had numerous people contact me and say, I have until September 27th to either get it or lose my job, and I will not be staying there. And I don't blame people. I think it is very, very important to stand by your beliefs. Either way, whatever way that you want to go, I think you have that right to either say yes or say no. Hey, Pamela Sherry, 2 words to remember: religious exemption. Yeah, but a lot of what's happening is you are seeing they're not accepting that, and they're not accepting medical reasons either. So, yes, in New York City, but rest of the state is 95% volunteer, so it's hard to mandate. Yeah, you're exactly. Exactly. Rochester has a fire department. I know that. Like the major cities are all going to have, you know, yeah, don't quit. Exactly. Make them fire you. Absolutely. Get down. Hella, down. Hey, down. Testing stage. That's what we're in. We're in the, you know what? No, 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 no. Behave. Hella. Very willful. What did I say? Did I say no? I said no. So, anyway, ay, ay, ay. We're at 616 in the chat. We're at 208 on the thumbs up, guys. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do so, um, to show support. Hey, stop. Go. Go on now. What happened? Lay down. Go on. Hey, go. Stop. Hell, no. Any other time you're not doing this. Now stop it. It's like a little kid. The minute you get on the phone, they start, la, 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 la. If you guys ever remember that happening. Why do you got to be right now? No. Stop. No. No. All right. God. Uh, Fauci demanded that the vaccine be mandated across the board. Who is he again? Exactly. I don't understand where these people are coming from. I'll be honest with you. I have a huge concern when something is pushed so hard. Okay. Ed, you are like me, with our fifth daughter. She is the baby and spoiled and cute. A lot of the times just ended up laughing. Yeah, well, your children are your children. So you're going to, hopefully, you love your children and you want to make them happy. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And, she needs to have her own little animal for herself. That's all hers and nobody else's. So anyway, what was I going to say? I was lost my train of thoughts. It happens. Yeah, she's trying to be the center of attention. I know. I'm like, what is with this dog right now? But maybe she's got to go out. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'll ask Heather to take them out really quickly. That might be what it is. 'Cause I brought them. You know what? Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on. Dad, Dad, would you take the puppies out real quick for me, please? So they can get potty when I think Stella has to potty. And then when you're out there, lock up the birds, please. Okay? I said when you go out, take these guys out for the potty run. And then when you go out there, lock up the birds. All right, thank you. All right. So Anyway, so there we go. I'm back. I'm sorry. I think that's what it is. I think she had to go to the bathroom because that's what she usually gets like right up in my face a lot of times when she's got to go. So, but anyway, so as far as the new kitten goes, right now she is adjusting, so she's hiding a lot, and so I will show her on stream probably maybe Sunday when we do Friday or Sunday. We'll see how she's adjusting, but it's going to take a few days. New environment, so we're just trying to keep her isolated in Heather's room right now, and so that's where she's at. But she was going under. I got to tell you, so Heather's like, she keeps going under the bed, Dad. So she's like got cardboard and stuff all around the edge of her bed, and she's taping it to the floor. And I said, Heather, I said, she's nervous, she's scared. It's a new environment. She's going to be okay. You don't have to try to block her from getting under the bed. I said, just, she'll adjust. She'll be fine. So it's kind of funny. But she goes, yeah, but I don't want her under the bed. I said, I know. It's all right. Anyhow, but so I want to get back into this topic that we're talking about here with this whole mandation thing. Not the mandation. I'm sorry. With this, well, yeah, it is about the mandation because you're going to see a lot of people are going to say, "I'm absolutely not going to get it, so you're going to have to fire me," and so that's what's going to happen. Just like in Houston, at the hospital there, and now that hospital is begging for workers, and they're having a hard time filling slots because a lot of people. And I want you guys to think about something. I want you guys to think about something. Jason says I can't pull out of that. I can't pull you out of that building burning. I can't enter. I'm not vaccinated. Oh my God, that's funny. He said Jason's saying that he can't pull you out of the burning building because he can't enter the building because he's not vaccinated. That's actually pretty funny. And that is Angry Prepper, guys. That's what he's talking about. So I think that's actually pretty funny. So I don't know if you guys knew this, and I just did hear this information. Germany has put a 2-week hold on the vaccination. Now, if somebody could confirm that for me, because I didn't really confirm it, I heard it. I guess it was on the news, and so I want to make sure that that is a true statement. But they are having some concerns, and so they've put a hold on getting it, and they are recommending people not get it for 2 weeks until they can do some more research. So I find that interesting. You're seeing a lot of people that are having a lot of issues with what is going on, and EDK man said, "Yes, I read that." Okay, well, that what? So Israel has stopped all jabs too. Wow. Okay. Well, here's my problem, and this is like I said, I'm going to talk about this here again. I have a real issue when somebody is trying to force something so hard on people and using every tool in their toolbox to manipulate, to bully, to intimidate, to scare you, to use family against family members, uh, and all these type of things. And I'm going to give you guys, while she's outside, I'm going to give you a great example. Heather was on the phone the other day, and her mother has got the vaccination. So her mother says to her, "Oh, it breaks my heart that you don't have the vaccination." And Heather's like, "Mom, I'm not talking about this because I'm not going to get it." I think that is ridiculous of anybody to try to use that type of a tool to get somebody else to do something. And thank God Heather's got a good head on her shoulders. And so I think that is amazing. So, um, you know, I have way too many concerns. And, she's listened to what I've had to say. And so, yeah, the more they push the less adverse side effects from it that are very concerning as well. Oh, no. Oh, it's back. Okay. For a minute, it was unstable. Imagine that. And there's Miss Heather. Would you like to say hello?
Hello.
So, are we back on? Can you guys? Oh no! Oh, they're saying. Uh oh. 5 by 5. Yeah, we're back on. You guys can hear me? Back? Okay. All right, some of you, yes. All right, 5 by 5. Okay, we're good. All right, yeah, because it did it for a second, and I was like, oh, this isn't good. I guess we got to watch what we're talking about, right? We've had, since I got the new network, we have not had an issue. So I am like, oh boy. So we were talking about a taboo subject. Yeah, we're back. Okay, and obviously now that we're back, you see, Miss Heather is here with me. So Heather, what do you think about the new addition that we have to the family?
I'm very excited.
Very excited.
Yes,
You like your new girl?
I do like my new girl,
Hey, Donna Barstow, welcome
Bristow.
to or Bristow. Welcome to Beginner Preppers. All right, we have a new member there. Thank you for signing up. I appreciate that. Very kind of you to do so. Anybody else would be interested? If you go to my main page uh, for YouTube, you will see the join button. That is for members. There's 3 levels of membership. At the highest level of membership, the hardcore preppers, I do a live stream once a week for those guys and ladies. And if you are interested in doing so, then feel free to do that. Now, I'm still going to do my normal streams. I'm still going to put videos up every day. The only difference is with those live streams is just for members only, and that's it's much more personal, and they can ask me any questions they want and stuff like that. How special your daughter is today? Yeah, she's got a new baby.
Yes.
So
And somebody asked her name is Stella, which is funny because, as some people know, that I had a black cat that was my childhood cat, and her name was Bella. And then when we asked, "Oh, do you have like a black female cat?" and she's like, "Oh yeah, we do. Her name is Stella," and we were like, "No way."
yeah, so it was kind of like Providence that it was meant to be. So
Yes.
so now we have Stella and Hella.
All right, but I'm gonna leave you guys to it.
All right. So, but anyway, with a lot of people, let's get back on the original topic and not talk about the other part of it. You are going to see a whole lot of people waiting to be fired, and then these companies, these hospitals, these nursing homes, and I'm going to tell you what the biggest effect, in my opinion, is going to be on the nursing homes. It's going to be on the hospitals here in New York State because it has now become mandated that they have to get it to work there, which I think is ridiculous, especially when so many of these people worked the entire time of this whole situation, this whole pandemic, never had it, and were able to do their jobs effectively. Now, I don't know if you saw this today. The new governor of New York, Hochul, came out trying to be transparent. Now, I want you to understand something about this, okay? She was the number 2 person in New York State. Now she's the number 1 person. So she was the lieutenant governor. Cuomo was the governor. Cuomo's now gone, so she gets bumped up to governor. So all of a sudden, in the guise of transparency, she comes out and says, "Oh yes, by the way, the number that was put out there by Cuomo of the number of deaths in nursing homes was underreported by 12,000, not 1,200, not 120, 12,000. So 12,000 more of our elderly residents here in New York State died as a direct result of our governor's actions. And I want you to remember something, and I want you to remember this very, very clearly. When this whole thing got going and New York was really bad, New York, what did Trump do? He sent a hospital ship, 1,000-bed hospital ship, to the harbor in New York to help facilitate that. They Cuomo wouldn't use it, or very, very few of those beds were used. I want you to remember those type of things. And what is that all about? It's all about politics. So what did he do? He shipped all these sick people all over the state. And what happened? The direct result is thousands upon thousands of our elderly passed away unnecessarily because of his direct actions. Direct actions. So that is a huge, huge problem as far as I'm concerned. And of course, the DOJ, Department of Justice, has dismissed all investigations into any of these governors that did these type of things. all across the country. Isn't that amazing how that works? It's okay to kill off the old people. They're useless anyway, right? Makes me sick. Makes me sick to my stomach. Um, and yeah, so military personnel refusing to get the jab will be facing Article 15 charges and court martials. And they, you know what? They need to stand their ground. And again, what does that do? That does nothing but hurt our military. That's all that does. You know, forcing people, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them for refusing, and they should refuse, in my opinion. That's my opinion. All right. Too many issues. Way, way too many issues. So I don't know if you guys saw this or not. I want to discuss this for a moment. So there is legislation on the books right now, um, and they are trying to get that if you are on the no-fly list, okay, don't matter why you got put on the no-fly list. If you were on the no-fly list, they want to have it so that you are unable to have or be able to purchase a weapon in the United States. So if for whatever reason, if you are on this no-fly list, they say, so you're a danger, you're on the no-fly list. Now they want to take away your right to be able to defend yourself. Now here's an interesting aspect of that. All right. If you refuse to get the jab, they want to put you on the no-fly list because you won't get it, right? So what does that do to a great majority of the people? And I want you to think about this. The number of people, now this hasn't gone into effect yet, okay? This has not gone into effect yet, but this is what they're trying to do. And if they can get this through, who do you think the majority of people that are not getting this? Are they the bleeding heart liberals in the cities? No, because they lined up and did exactly what they were told. It is more of the conservatives, country folk, gun owners, right? So this is a great way to, again, take away or try to take away our rights to be able to defend ourselves. Excuse me. I think it's horrific. Hopefully it doesn't go through. And but I think Rob Emanuel's part of that, and he's a big time anti-gun person. My thing is this, and this is what I'm going to ask people. Chicago, and I'll always use Chicago because they're a shining example of what gun control is all about and how effective gun control is. How effective is gun control in Chicago? Well, the average citizen, law abiding citizen who's been disarmed, he doesn't have a gun. So now all he is a victim waiting to happen. Because once again, and I will say this, um, Open House Texas Mods is super chat working. It should be. There shouldn't be an issue with that. Um, let me see what we got going here. Yeah, it's according to mine, they're definitely working. So, uh, no fly list means no gun buy list also, right? And that's what they're trying to. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to enact that, and that's what they're trying to do right now. Uh, yeah, I'll never fly anyway, but it doesn't matter. They have a database, guys, and I want you to think about this. They have a database of who has had it and who has not. So if there was an individual that was applying for some job, and they said, "Have you had your vaccination?" And he said, "Yeah, I got my vaccination card," because he had one of those false, fake vaccination cards, right? Well, because they do a check on that, and they checked in their database and proved that no, you had not had that yet. Now there's an issue there. Now he's being brought up on charges for having false documentation. Again, this is a crazy, crazy situation. And hey, Mr. Rose, please verify that it worked, bro. Yep, it sure did. Yep, worked fine. Thank you very much for the donation. And yep, it is working. So, but again, I've said this before and I will say this again. Criminals do not care about gun laws. They will never abide by gun laws. You can enact all the gun laws that you want in the world. And here's the other part of that. Let me just throw this in there too. Criminals don't care about going to prison. All right. They don't care about going to prison. So it doesn't scare them. That's not going to be a deterrent for them. And if you disarm the populace to be able to defend themselves, all you're going to have is the criminals have a green light to do whatever they want to do. Whatever they want to do. And I've said this before, I will say this again right now. If I wanted to, which I would not do, but I'm making a point. If I wanted to right now, if I had the money, I could go to Rochester, New York, talk to a couple people, and if I was interested in getting anything that I wanted to get, I could get my hands on anything that I wanted to get. Pistol, rifle, you name it. Okay? The criminals don't care. And there's always going to be a black market. And when you handcuff people and you take away people's rights, this is what happens. This is what happens. An armed society is a polite society. Okay, so just putting that out there. And did you refuse any vaccines when you were in the Army? Nice try, Gary. Different concept, different time frame, and you went in knowing, okay, that they were going to inoculate you with a whole bunch of stuff. And I remember getting all those shots back in the day, and no, I did not refuse any. What we're not talking about. I want you to think about this again. Let's do a little background here on this, just to be perfectly clear on this. Why would they want to force everybody to do something that, if you get it as a whole in our society, is the whole society, you have a 99.7% chance of survival. 99.7% chance. Now, let's talk about our military, who are in generally very good shape. All right. They're not the fatties. They're not anybody that, can't walk up a flight of stairs without losing their wind. They're in pretty good shape. They have to be because of what they have to do. All right. I'm sure the majority of them are in the higher percentile, meaning that if they get it, their chances of survival are probably 99.9. For me, in my age group, my chances of survival are 99.5. All right. At 56 years old. So if I get it, my chances of survival are 99.5. Why should I be forced to get something that my own immune system will take care of anyway? And we got to remember as well, okay, let's remember as well, the majority of people that are getting it and being hospitalized, and when I say the majority, 80%, 80% is the number that has been put out there, not by me. I didn't make this number up. The statistics, if you look at the statistics, 80% of all hospitalizations have one mitigating factor in common. They are either overweight or they are obese. Why would those people be more susceptible? Let's think about this. If you are 150 pounds overweight, you have a lot of other complications going on. You have breathing issues. You have sleep apnea. You are compromised. So if you get sick and you are that weight, the chances of you getting really bad are a lot higher than somebody like Heather, who is 19, is thin, and is a younger person and is very healthy. So again, let's stop playing the games here. It was a nice try though for that guy that said it. Did I refuse any of the shots when I was in the military? Let's be realistic, okay? Let's actually be realistic. We do not know, again, and I've said it before, I'll say it 100 million times. There is nobody that can tell us what the long-term side effects of this are. This vaccine, supposed vaccine. Nobody can tell us what the long-term effects are. Why can't they tell us? Because they don't know. Because there's never been a long-term study. When the polio vaccine came out, it was 25 years before it was approved. 25 years, not 8 months. Okay? And let's go with the argument that's put out there. You're going to get me on my soapbox, I'll get on my soapbox. let's go with the argument. Oh, millions, billions of dollars were put into this, all the greatest minds, and they came up with this, and it's really, really safe. Okay, great. So if all these brilliant minds are out there, why is there no cure for cancer? Cancer's been around a whole long time, whole long time. Let's put these brilliant minds to work on that. And I will tell you the reason why there is no cure for cancer. I truly believe in my heart 100% that there is a cure for cancer. That's my opinion as a cancer survivor. Okay. So I'm not just like blowing wind here. I've somebody that had cancer themselves. I've had cancer. I have the scars to prove it. So why is there no cure for cancer? Because there's more money to be made in the treatment for cancer. That's why. So it's okay that thousands upon thousands of people die every single year from cancer. I'll tell you what, there's more. You got a better chance. You got a better chance of getting hit by a car or being. No, let me rephrase it. You got a better chance of being in a car accident. You have a better chance of getting in a car accident than getting COVID and dying from COVID. Let me. We got to make sure we're saying it clearly. I don't want to misrepresent myself. So that's my take on it. You know what I mean? So I'm so tired of hearing constantly the mantra that they put out there, and the parrots parrot. It's all you guys are. The ones that are saying these different things, you're nothing but parrots. Because you haven't done any research, you haven't looked at anything, you're doing what you're told. Yeah, Agent Orange was supposed to be safe. Yeah, remember that one that they dumped on all of our soldiers in Vietnam? And how many of those poor soldiers ended up getting cancer and dying because, oh, whoops, sorry, Agent Orange is toxic and it kills people. It's sorry about that, my mistake. But it's okay. I'm sure the FDA approved that and said it was all right. It's okay. Go ahead. Hey, Matthew Cox. I heard the infrastructure bill has language in it that will make supplements like vitamin D prescription only. Really? That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. Uh, that does not surprise me because they want to restrict you from being able to take care of yourself. Heaven forbid that you can actually take vitamins and supplements and boost your health. Remember, what does vitamin D3 do? Let's talk about that for a second. I'm calming down now. So I'm calming down. I'm deep breathing. I'm getting off the soapbox. We're going to just talk facts. What does vitamin D3 do? What does vitamin 3 do? It boosts your immune system. So once again, if you live in the Northeast and it's wintertime, the chances of you being vitamin D deficient are greatly increased. Imagine how that works. Imagine how that works, right? But if you are supplementing and taking your vitamin D3, it boosts your immune system. Oh my God. And also, let's think about this. Why would you take vitamin C every day? Why would you take vitamin C? Because you can't overdose on vitamin C, just so you know. You take as much as you want. You're never going to overdose on vitamin C. What does vitamin C do? It promotes healing. So if you do get sick, you're going to recover faster. Holy crap, I can't believe it. That's amazing how that works. Well, you better not take that stuff because how is Big Pharma going to make any money? Come on. Let's wake up, folks. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. What do we got? 877 in the chat, guys. We're at 382 on the thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to please do so to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time for doing so. Also, again, it really does help with the algorithm, so the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel as well. So I thank you for that reason as well. Also, I like to see a lot of thumbs up. That's part of the game, of course, so I thank you for that reason too. If you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you get the bell icon to get all notifications as well. Here's a couple other things that will really, really help you. Okay, so I want you to think about this. So let's see. We'll take our zinc, we'll take our vitamin D3, we'll take our vitamin C. I've been doing it every day for well over a year. I was not sick at all last year. I have not been sick at all this year. Right? And I mean, knock on wood when I say that. Okay. I think that is a big contributing factor to why I have been healthy. Another thing, okay, reduce stress. If you can reduce your stress, stress will cause you to get sick. It breaks down your immune system. Let's shoot the third one out there. What is the third thing that we should be doing? Getting proper rest. Between 6 and 8 hours of sleep per day. If you're getting between 6 and 8 hours of sleep, you are reducing your stress. You're not so stressed out. And let's think about it. How many jobs out there are very, very stressful? Very, very stressful, right? So, again, if you can change your lifestyle and if you can change some things about your life, I've had a lot of people tell me, June started my 7th year at the homestead full time. All right. I've been living off grid. I'm in my 7th year of living full time off grid. I've had so many people tell me from the way that I looked before to the way I look now that I look healthier, I look happier, I look more well rested. And don't get me wrong, do I have stress at times? Of course I have stress at times. Are there times that I don't get enough sleep? Of course there's times I don't get enough sleep, you know, but I have reduced my stress level, and being here in reducing my footprint, reducing what I'm paying out every month as far as bills makes a huge difference in the quality of your life. It really does. Hey, Pamela Sherry, Biden may be facing an international coup after what he has done. Many country heads are pissed. Court martial, the fake president, war crimes. You know what? I got an email today. Thank you very much for the statement. Thank you. And I don't disagree. There's a lot of issues with that. I had somebody shoot me an email today, and I love this. This is my favorite because we got to remember a certain party likes to blame everything on Trump, right? Everything is Trump's fault. Even though Biden's been the president now since January, so 7 months he's been the president. This is his baby. This is his call. And this person shot me an email, said, you're supposed to be impartial and you're saying that you're open to everybody's opinions and stuff, which I totally am. Okay. But they're like, how is this not Trump's fault? Stop listening to mainstream media. I'm going to enlighten you. I'll talk about that again. So we'll explain this. So it's really, really simple for those that have some kind of confusion in this. Okay. Biden did not go with Trump's plan. Trump had planned on having the troops out of Afghanistan by May, if you remember correctly, right? May 31st. That was that was his deadline. Biden came in, changed the deadline from May 31st to September 11th. Imagine that, 9/11, right? That's what Biden did, changed it to then. How Biden did it is all 100% his fault. I don't know how you cannot see that when you pull the troops out first, when you don't pull the citizens. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, I'll tell you what. If Trump had done this, if it had been Trump that did this, I would be sitting here saying the exact same thing. So it doesn't matter who that president is that is in office at the time when something like this happens. That's their responsibility. It's their responsibility. Biden pulled the troops out first, not the civilians. Biden didn't pull out all our equipment first. Biden didn't pull out the equipment first. So he didn't pull out the citizens first. He didn't pull out the equipment first. He pulled out the troops first. So I'm sorry. Who's responsible? It's really simple. When you saw how fast they were taking things over, it wasn't like this magically happened overnight. Didn't happen magically overnight. You get your citizens out first. Then you get out the people that helped us over there. You get them out. Then you get your equipment out. Then you take your troops out. So there you go. Okay. So I hope that breaks it down for everybody that thinks I'm being rah-rah Trump. I'm not being rah-rah Trump. That's not about that. So just putting that out there. So I hope that explains it so you understand. Hey, Marjorie. Thank you for opening my eyes. Kids think I'm going nuts with prepping, but they will thank me later. You're right. They will thank you later. And they do. And you know what? I've been hearing for years, you're crazy. I can't believe you're doing this and all those type of things. I've heard it for years. Okay. And that's okay. Because again, and I'll break it down even easier for you on that. We're going to do the egg count, Jen. Give me a minute. I saw the time. I saw the time. I'll break it down for you easier as well. People have always asked me, do you hope something happens? And my answer is always no. I hope nothing ever happens. I said, but at the same time, if something does happen, I'm obviously ready for it. And if nothing ever happens, I have lowered my footprint. I have made my life better. I sleep better because why? I am ready for hopefully whatever comes down the pipe. Hopefully, I'm prepared for any kind of major disaster that's going to happen. Hopefully, I'm prepared for any, major thing that happens in the world. And that's what I'm looking for. Open House, Texas. 30K refugees coming into the U.S. daily, unvetted and being shipped around the country. My daughter's husband is in law enforcement's prep in Parma Farm. I think you mean get ready farming. Yeah, figure it out, guys. They're bringing all kinds of people into this country that should not be coming into this country, and they've opened the gates and they just let them on in. That's an issue, and it's not a matter of that I hate anybody and I don't care what color they are. It doesn't make any difference. There is a way that you come into this country, and it's just not opening the gates and letting everybody in. The border guards down there, border patrol, they're undermanned. They don't have enough manpower. They can't deal with everything. So what are the drug? What do you think that the drug cartels? Let's think about this a second. Why are the drug cartels so successful? They're successful because they know how to manipulate the system. Just like a lot of people that are on welfare, they know how to manipulate the system. So they know what to do, right? So the drug cartel is going to send this massive people over. The border patrol has to round them up, take them in, and look and do all the paperwork. Now they're busy. So now the border's wide open, nobody's watching. They can run right through there with their human cargo, child trafficking, with their drugs, and bringing all that crap into this country. So think about it. It's all done on purpose. It's all being done to destroy this country, in my opinion. Giving you my opinion. All right, so let's do two things at once here. We're going to do egg count. So if you haven't put your guess out there for the eggs, let's do that first. We'll go ahead and do egg count first. And while we're doing egg count, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to do that again to show support for the channel, and thank you ahead of time. I do appreciate that. Hey, Pamela Sherry, friend of is a pilot. He says 300 a day. Oops, hold on a second. Let's see that real quick. Coming from Fort Lee via unvetted. Wow, that's from one place. Thank you for that information. Um, so I'll give you guys a minute to get your guesses up here. So again, if you haven't shot a thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel. And I thank you ahead of time for doing that. I do appreciate it. Also, it really does make a difference with the algorithm. So the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel that way as well. So I thank you for that reason as well. Also, again, I do like to see a lot of thumbs up. That's part of the game. So thank you for that. And again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get all notifications as well. I got to tell you what happened too real quick, and I'll give you the accurate count here of the egg count in one moment. Just before the stream started, I had a drop in 52 subscribers. Boom, just like that. Now, isn't 52 people decided all at once that, oh, Prepper Nurse 1 sucks? That's YouTube just taking 52 people off the boards. So that happens a lot. So, that's again, that's part of the game as well. All right. If you had the same exact guess as Ellie P, if you had the same guess as Ellie P, then you are 100% correct with 6 eggs. We ended up with 6 eggs today. And today, Thick Neck did not lay, but she did lay yesterday. So, but yeah, it's again. So if you're not getting notifications, I would definitely ask you to check your bell icon to see if they've turned it off. They do not want me to get a tattoo. I guess not. YouTube's trying to hold back so I don't get more ink on me. So again, if anybody doesn't know, when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I plan on having STD tattooed on myself. And so that's oh, I should have hit it a long time ago, Bernard. I should have hit it a long time ago. I have definitely been suppressed, if you will, for quite a while. somebody had asked me, I was talking to somebody, and they were like, man, you were like on a juggernaut for a long, long time. Then all of a sudden it was like the brakes were put on. I said, yeah, well, that was YouTube. They don't want certain people to put certain messages out there. So they don't promote you and don't put your videos out there. That happens. So, it's still growing. It's just growing slower, and that's okay. I think that it makes it so that we have a better group of people. I think, in my opinion, I think I have a great, you know, get yourself a ghillie suit. You know what, EV3 Dale? I may already have one of those. Not going to say that I do, but there's a good possibility that I might. So, anyway, um, but yeah, I think that we got a great group of people on this channel. When we do these streams, we get a great conversation, and are there trolls? Of course, there's always going to be trolls. That's just part of what you deal with YouTube. That's never going to go away. Some of the trolls are paid trolls. They come on and try to cause trouble and try to get you fired up and try to do different things. That happens as well. But I think, and this is just my opinion, okay? And I've talked to some other YouTubers about this, and they've asked me some advice, and what should I do? And the biggest thing that I think that you should do is stay honest, stay true to yourself, stay who you are. Don't get big headed. Don't think that you're better than other people, because none of us are. We all put our pants on the same way. We all do. So, I think that if you stay honest and you stay, I don't want to say humble, but stay humble. Realize who you are, where you came from. I've been very, very fortunate, and I've said that many, many times. You got to understand, I get to get up every day, and I get to do what I absolutely love to do. I love prepping. I love living off grid. I love taking care of my animals. I love having animals. I love being able to interact with people, with being able to try to help people, to try to wake people up that they should be more self sufficient. I like trying to show people that, yes, even if you have children, that this is possible to do this and live this lifestyle. And try to be honest with people and say, yes, this is not easy to do. So if you stay true to yourself, you stay honest, and you do these things, and I think, like I said, positive energy. If you put positive energy out, what do you get back? You get positive energy back. And I'm 18. Anyone have recommendations for career jobs that doesn't need the coronavirus jab? Oh, well, they're changing all those things all the time. Uh, Camille, you know what? You got to follow your heart. That's what my advice would be. You have to follow your heart. Whatever you love to do, that's what you should be doing. Hey, Dan Jankies, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. But again, that would be my advice to anybody. At 18, I'll tell you what. At 18, all I ever wanted to be at that point in my life, I wanted to be a soldier. I wanted to be a soldier. And so as a senior in high school, I joined the military. When I graduated, I went into service. And, then it's like you get out of there and you go, okay, now what am I going to do? I worked as a waiter. I worked as a short order cook. I worked in shipping and receiving. I worked as an electrician's apprentice. And, I just, it took me a while. And I have a cousin, I may have said this story before, who's also a nurse, and he told me, Ed, why don't you try nursing? And you got to understand that you're in your early 20s, you're ex-military, you've got all these tattoos and the attitude. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. And he was like, I think you'd be really good at it. And I tried it, and I fell in love with it, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. Ender Wiggins, hey Ed, do you think those with the jab are getting those without the jab sick? If so, how do these without protect themselves? I don't think that is the case, and I will tell you why I don't think that's the case. When I went to Sturgis with my buddy was fully vaccinated. Okay. Thank you very much for the question, by the way, and thank you very much for the donation. So my buddy was fully vaccinated. Obviously, I am not. We shared the same hotel the entire length of the trip. I was gone 9 days. Him and I stayed in the same hotel room. So, we were driving together every day. When we got out to Sturgis, we did some stuff out there together as well. So, and I never got sick. Now, is that the case with everybody? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Could it be that, because of the choices that I'm making with my life, as far as making sure I take my vitamins, making sure I'm getting rest, making sure I'm keeping my stress level down, making sure I get enough sleep, did that help me? I think so. You know what I mean? So, um, it's hard to say. And I'm going to tell you what. And originally, and I want you to remember this too. The first thing that happened, uh, people were saying that, oh, breakthrough cases, the rare cases. Well, it's obviously turned out to be much more than breakthrough cases when 73% of all new people that are sick in the state of Massachusetts are fully vaccinated. So, you know w- there's issues, obviously. Again, you all have to make individual choices. I'm not going to tell you what you should or should not do. You have to make those decisions on your own. But I know where I stand, and I have this wonderful thing called an immune system. And here, I would be much more open, and I'm saying open, not saying that I definitely would 100%. I would be much more open to something like that, right? If the chance of survival was 50-50. But once again, if I get it, my chances of survival at 56 years of age is 99.5%. So, you know what? I really have an issue with why the push, why the push, why the push. Again, manipulation, bullying, trying to use people's sense of community and those type of things against them. Uh, you know, Unbelievable, unbelievable. And I have an issue with that. And I am a normal person that I question everything. I always have. And I don't like people trying to dictate to me what I should and shouldn't do. New data shows vax and unvax spread the Delta strain at the same rate. Vax with a lower death rate, but both are getting sick currently. And guys, I just want you to know, those of you that don't know, Asif is a doctor. So he knows what he's talking about. And I will put this out there because Asif has said this in the stream before. He is fully vaccinated. Okay. So there you go. That's coming from a doctor. People are getting and again, and I did mention this in a previous stream, just to put this out there again. When they made this vaccine, they made it for the original virus, not for the Delta variant, not for the other variant that is coming up out of South America. Oh God, I can't think of the name of it right now. Somebody help me out. What's the other one? What's the other variant coming up out of South America right now? You have the Delta and then Lambda. Thank you very much, folks. I would just absolutely gone blank for a second, but there you go. Those are the two right there. All right. So real quick, I want to talk about my website, preppernurse1.com. If you are new and don't know, go to preppernurse1.com. We have the Prepper Nurse One community, which is set up there for you guys to connect with like-minded people. Uh, it is free to join. You do have to register, but no credit card information is asked. If you are looking to read the message boards or to go in to try to find somebody that is in your state or in your country, that's what you can do. So definitely take advantage of that as well. Okay. Also on my website, if you go there, preppernurse1.com, you will see a logo that says Forefathers. That is the CBD and hemp store. If you click on that logo, it will take you to their website where you can make a CBD or hemp purchase. If you decide to do so when you are over there, when you check out, make sure you use the discount code PrepperNurse1, and that's the number one, not ONE. You will save 15% on your purchase when you do that. Okay, that's never going to change. I got that set up with them. They've been awesome to work with, a really good company. CBD products are a great thing to have. They really make a difference in a lot of aspects of different ailments. I think it's a good thing to have now, and it's a good thing to have in your preps as well. So just putting that out there. I use it myself. I'll give you, if I got one, where did I put that? Let's see. Where is? Oh, I got it over here someplace, but I use it myself. Okay, so hold on, guys. You're gonna have to hold on 1 second. Buddy is insisting on going out, so I have to do my duties as a doorman. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes. Away you go. Sorry about that. Last thing about my website, preparedness1.com. We have, if you go there, you will see the store. You click on store, it drops down, it'll say Legacy Foods. We have the Legacy freeze dried foods there. Definitely take advantage of that. That is there set up for you guys. It is long term food storage, 25-year shelf life, GMO free. It is also vegan. There are beef and chicken options that you can purchase separately. Also, it is there's gluten-free options for those that need that as well, and it is the largest portion size of any of the freeze-dried food companies. You can't say that unless it's true, so obviously I'm saying it is because it's true. The last thing with that I want to tell you, in February and March of last year, anybody that wanted to try to get freeze-dried foods, everything was sold out like that. I know with Legacy, they had a 3 month supply for sale. They went through it in 5 days. So then they had to back order everything. Every one of these companies did the same thing. The time to buy it is now while the emergency is not here yet. So I'm just putting that out there, okay? Heather was just here, the Truth Warrior. You missed her. She was here earlier in the stream and she came in and said hello. So she's fine. She's here. So, yep. Randy Roman said Heather's here. She's in her room. She was already on. But so anyway, just putting that out there for you guys if you want to take advantage of that. All right. So let's do this because again, the time is getting away from us like it always does. You guys got me on my soapbox again tonight. I get so frustrated when the parrots come out and parrot all the information that they're seeing because I want you to remember something as well. We're going to break this down really, really simple for folks. And if you're new to watching me, I don't sugarcoat things. I say it like it is. So, but let's just break this down so that people understand really simply. What do they call the television? It's called programming. It's called programming for a reason because they are programming you, the viewer, to think the way that they want you to think. The information that you are being given from that television, there is a group of people sitting someplace that are making the decisions on what is okay and what is not okay for you to see. Okay? Remember that. Very, very simple. So the information that you are being given to see on a daily basis on the internet, on TV, on the radio, it is what you are being allowed, remember that, allowed to hear and see. And if you hear and see the same thing enough, all of a sudden you go, hey, that must be the truth because they're saying it all the time. Bull crap. Do your own research. I always encourage you all, please, please, please do your own research. Okay. So, that being said, let's do some shout outs. All right. So, we're going to start out with my boy Icky Can up in Canada. I ask you to please support him. He is an awesome guy, very, very down to earth. So, I would ask you to please support him as well. Go to his channel. And JJ will throw the link up there for Icky Can. Also, we have Sean James up in Canada. He has two channels, My Self Reliance and Sean James. Definitely show him some support as well. Okay. Good guy, hard-working dude, very, very cool to see. And I think it's amazing to watch him with what he's doing up there. We get back to the States. We can go with Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Suspicious Observers, another great channel. Doug and Stacy, they have a great channel as well. Out on the West Coast, we have Marfugal News, a great channel out there. I definitely would support them as well. Wrangle Star is another good channel. Absolutely support him as well. We have the Magic Prepper who is in um, North Dakota. All right. We have Pinball, who is in Tennessee. And those of you that don't know, I will be going to Pinball's get together October 16th of this year. I will be there for that get together. So I'm going to be going down there with that. I talked to him on the phone, and so I will be there for that event. So, let's support him as well. Green Greg's is another guy that I absolutely think that we should support. Uh, let's see, Southern Prepper One was another one that comes to mind. Also, obviously, Angry Prepper. We cannot forget the Angry Prepper down in New York City. There is a lot of great channels out there. I think that we can glean a lot of information from different sources, and we should be supporting each other. Okay. Uh, 80K Man is another channel. He is up in the Adirondacks. Bear Independent, yep, there's another one. Alaskan Prepper is another one that comes to mind. Alaskan Granny. Then you have was it Canadian? Was it Canadian Prepper? I believe that's Ice Age Farmer. Yes, there's another one. Yep, Canadian Prepper is another channel. Yep. So there is so many good shows out there, so many good channels. And here's the thing: is we all, like when I was talking to Pinball, him and I were talking, and we were talking about the fact that we all may look at the same thing and have a different viewpoint on it. And I think that that's a cool thing that we can all do, and we should all be supporting each other. We should not be fighting and having pettiness and, oh, their channel's doing better than mine, so I'm jealous. That's ridiculous. I'm happy for anybody's channel that's doing well. Fantastic. I'm very, very happy for them. So, but anyway, so I just, we should all support each other. Go to these channels that I'm talking about. If you don't like the channel, I would just ask you to unsubscribe and go watch somebody else. Don't say hateful things. It's unnecessary. But if you go and you like their channel, say, hey, Prepper Nurse One sent me over, and so I appreciate it or whatever. You know what I mean? And just show these guys some support. Everybody's doing their thing. They're trying to you know share information, and we all look at things differently. So I think that that's a really good thing. So that's where I'm at with that one. So, but yep, North Shore Preparedness. Yep, let's definitely throw North Shore Preparedness on that list as well. So again, like guys, there's so many good channels out there. So that's my take on that. So breakthrough equals failed vaccine. M. Hammer said that. Well, I'm not going to disagree with that statement, but yeah. Again, they did not make that for that. That one came out afterwards. That is called, where it mutates, it changes, and so now you have this new variant. And heaven forbid that the government could be wrong. We can't have that. So they have to make excuses and lie, in my opinion. In my opinion. So that's what they do best. Again, in my opinion. Not that the government would ever say anything that's not true to us. Oh my goodness, no. All right, what are we at? 641 on the thumbs up. So let's shoot high again just for fun. Let's shoot for 800. That's 158 away. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to please do so to show support for the channel. Let's see if we can get this up to 800 just for fun. We had enough people in the chat tonight that there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to hit 800. So again, if you haven't shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to do so to show support for the channel. Also, again, it really does help with the algorithm. So the more interaction, the better it is for the channel. So I do appreciate that. You can throw a thumbs down too. The trolls come in and do that to show how much they dislike me, and it hurts so bad. It does. So what the funny thing is, the algorithms does not discern between like and dislike. It just discerns it as an action. So when the trolls come in and throw the thumbs down, they're supporting the channel. So trolls that are watching, because I know you're watching, you watch everything that I do, thank you so much for the support. And by you watching, you're helping to support me as well. So thank you for that reason as well. It's crazy. I just don't get it. But anyway, let's do this right now. We are Legion because we are many. I don't know. I like to amuse myself sometimes. We are Legion because we are many. We are all over the world. We're all over the country. And we are the good Legion, like the American Legion, the Roman Legion, not the bad biblical Legion. It's one example of bad Legion. The rest are all good. So we got Edinburgh, which would be in the UK. We have Texas. Hello from Arkansas. We have Oregon in the house. Endicott, New York. Afton, New York. Waterloo, New York. Stoke in the UK. Very nice. Beech Grove, Indiana. New Zealand's in the house. Nowhere, Oklahoma. Still my favorite name. Las Vegas, Nevada. Love that city. A lot of fun. Upstate South Carolina, New Jersey, Western New York, Michigan, Finland's in the house. Very nice. Welcome. Indiana, the OC in California, Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, Central Arkansas, Northeast Ohio, Ontario, Canada, Littletown, New Hampshire, Austin, Texas, Ocala, Florida. We have South Carolina, Trenton, Florida, London, Michigan, Orlando, Florida, BC, Canada, Lakeland, Florida, Kansas, Northern California, Wisconsin, Canada, Delaware, Alabama, Aurora, Colorado, Ohio, Plymouth, Massachusetts, home of the first Thanksgiving. We love my favorite holiday, by the way, just so you know. North Carolina, Michigan, uh, Gatlin, Pennsylvania, Spruce Pine, North Carolina, North Highlands of California, Kentucky, Ulster Park, New York, Indiana, Raleigh, North Carolina. I used to live there. Well, I was in Chapel Hill, but I worked in Raleigh in an Olive Garden. Albion, New York, Missouri, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Cape Cod, Hamilton, Ohio, Wisconsin, Gillsville, Georgia, Northern Illinois, Michigan, the lower peninsula of Michigan, not the UP, not a Uper. We have Connecticut, South Carolina, Floyd, Alabama. I hope I said that right. Probably not, so I apologize. Minnesota, like your state very much, Heather. It's a beautiful state. Armpit of New Jersey, and isn't all of New Jersey an armpit, Anthony? Not a big fan of New Jersey, just so y'all know. Been there a few times, not impressed in any way, shape, or form. URE of North Carolina, Kansas, St. Louis, what's up? Wyoming, Delphi, Indiana, Northern Kami, California, very nice. Campbell, Missouri. Oh my God. Larry Elder, now California. Yeah. Well, they keep stealing the ballots. I'm going to talk about that for a minute too. New Jersey, a beautiful state once you get out of Newark. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure there are very, very nice places of New Jersey, but what I saw, which again, you're correct, it was in Newark. I considered it quite the armpit, just so you know. Indiana, we have Alabama, North Dakota's in the house. Livestock on Canada. I'm not sure if I said that right. I apologize if I said it wrong. We have New Mexico. So let's talk about really quickly. So we're all over the country, guys. We're all over the world. We are a huge network. We are a huge family of people. We are all over. And again, um, I think we are the ones that are awakened for a reason. I really, truly do. Because we're the ones that are going to make a difference when the time comes. We're going to be able to help. We're going to be able to guide. We're going to be able to educate a lot of people that have absolutely no clue of what to do, how to do it when that time comes. So we are the ones that can make a big, big difference. And think about how that's going to help people. And that's kind of the way I look at it. Okay. So let's talk about this situation in California. A guy sitting in a convenient store parking lot, sound asleep, is woken up by the police. What does he have in his car? Let's talk about what he has in his car. He has 300 ballots, recall ballots, for Newsom's recall ballots. And oh my God, yes, every single one of them was of the Democratic Party people trying to get Newsom out. Imagine that. I know it's shocking, hard to believe, unbelievable. What else did he have in the car? A loaded gun. He had methamphetamines. He also had Xanax in the car that was not his prescription. Uh, you can't make this stuff up. Um, Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that I find very, very interesting. You mean somebody's doing something illegally? I'm shocked because I don't like the way that it's being done. So my question would be, how did he get 300 ballots? And I'm sure that nobody else did that. No, 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 no. Of course, it was probably a very isolated incident. So Mike Lindell's cyber simponism provided 1,000% election fraud. Well, it doesn't take rocket science to figure that out, to be honest with you. Again, and I'm just going to use one state as an example of that. Let's go with Pennsylvania, who is a coal producing state, right? What did Biden say as part of what he was doing? He was going to get away from fossil fuels. So it really makes a lot of sense for a place like Pennsylvania that their major industry is coal, right? And in certain parts of the state, that they would want him to be president. Of course they would. And the fact, and let's think about this again, at 9 o'clock at night in Pennsylvania, President Trump was up 700,000 votes. 700,000. They didn't call it for Trump then. Oh, God, no. We couldn't do that. We had to wait. By 3 o'clock in the morning, all of a sudden, Biden caught up and then took the lead and won the state. Oh, I'm sure nothing was heinous going on, underhanded. No, of course not. So, but yeah. Again, I find that just a little unbelievable. If your state has an industry which the person that is trying to be elected says, I'm going to shut you down, that they're going to just automatically vote for him. Yeah, I'm not buying it. So that's my take on that. And does it happen on both sides of the aisle? Yes, of course it does. But I truly believe that they were going to make sure, and when I say they, am I talking about the Democratic Party? No, 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 no. Am I talking about the Republican Party? No, 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 no. I'm talking about the people that are really, truly in charge of our country. Okay? The people that are truly in charge of our country did not want Trump back in, and they were going to get him to lose no matter what. And that's what I truly believe. That is my opinion. And so there we are. Okay? So anyway, what are we at? 710 on the thumbs up. Got to get 90 more, guys. 90 more. Can we do it? I don't know. We're running out of time. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, let's see if we can hit 800 thumbs up. I think we can do it if we push hard enough. So everybody that has not shot a thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel. And I do really appreciate it. Thank you very much for doing so. Also, again, it really does help with the algorithms. Same here in Virginia until midnight. Media called it for Biden 1 hour after the polls closed. Imagine that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to call BS when I see BS. And that whole thing was BS. So that's, again, my opinion. But again, it really does help with the algorithm. So the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel. So I thank you for that reason as well. Also, again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to please subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get all notifications as well. And thank you for doing that as well. So, and I'm a little fired up today, and I'm kind of in a weird, jokey mood with it too. A lot of sarcasm. I hope you guys have picked up on that in the stream tonight. Lots of sarcasm. So, anyway. I want to thank my moderators who do an absolutely fantastic job keeping the chat clean. You are very much appreciated. You guys are awesome. Ladies and gentlemen that do the moderating for me, I really do appreciate what you guys do. Also, I want to thank all of you for being here. You guys are fantastic. Great support on the channel, and I do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely fantastic. And thank you all for being here as well. It really does make a difference. So what are we at? 7:53, 47 to go. Can we do it? I don't know. It's going to be tough tonight. Tough tonight. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. So, yeah, so let's do that. Let's push, guys. Let's see if we can get that up there. 800 is what the goal is. I want you guys to remember, and this is important, and really listen to this. We are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. Why do I say that? Because it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter what political affiliation you subscribe to. Independent, Republican, Democrat. It doesn't make a difference, okay? It doesn't make a difference if you are vaxxed or unvaxxed. Whatever way you want to go, whatever way you want to do things, it is your choice. You can worship whoever you want to worship, and you should be able to do so freely. The powers that be want us all to be divided. They want us all to be fighting each other over the scraps at the table. If we let them do that, they will always win. When we can come together as human beings and say, hey, we're not taking this crap anymore, that's what scares them. They don't want that. Okay? Oh, hold on a second, guys. All right, we're going to need some thumbs up for this.
I looked over and she was on my desk, and I was like, wait, how long have you been there?
This is the newest addition to the family. This is little Miss Stella. And there she is. So, all right, I'm going to give you back to her.
Oh,
And
she looks like a black blob, but
I can't even see her. But that's little Miss Stella. She is the newest member of the family. So we got to get a thumbs up. If you haven't shot a thumbs up yet, please do so for Stella. And look who's also very interested in Stella. Mr. Max, who is that? Mr. Max. So anyway, yes, she's a cute little girl.
And she's so well behaved. I mean, she's had no issue with me holding her at all.
Yeah, I think she's going to fit in very, very well.
And for everyone asking, I will not be naming her Bella. I do not want to name her the same name as my old cat. That's kind of messed up.
So Stella is very cool. We told the lady that we got her from, we're keeping it Stella. Yep. So.
Oh, she's just the cutest little thing ever.
Okay. Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's very, very important that we tell the people that we care about and that we love every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from seeing your goals reached is you. That's it. God, we're at 771. This will be the first time in a while that we haven't reached a goal. It's quite a while that we haven't reached a goal. 28 away, guys. Can we do it? Anybody who's still here that has not shot that thumbs up yet, please do so. Again, strive to what you want to accomplish. Don't let people dictate to you what you can and cannot accomplish. Strive to what you can do. The only person that's ever going to hold you back is you. That's it. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive. Stay away from negative people that tell you what you cannot accomplish, and you are going to be just fine. Okay? Again, I think it's really, really important to stay positive, stay away from that negativity and those negative people that want to bring you down. Don't listen to them. All right, so we're at 778, 22. Don't look like we're making it tonight during the stream anyway. I'm sure it'll get there afterwards. Feed a fired first responder today. That's funny. Again, guys, stay positive. Keep hanging in there. Keep prepping. Don't stop prepping. Continue to get ready. I believe that things are going to get hairy. I think things are going to get really, really ugly very, very fast. And so we really need to be ready for whatever is going to happen. And the more that we're ready, the better off we're going to be. What are we at? 786. 14 away. One last push. Now we're 13 away. Can we do it? You got it. Come on, guys. If you haven't done it yet, please shoot that thumbs up. Show support for the channel. Help with the algorithms. We're at 789, 11 away now. Oh, now we're up to 792, 8 away. Can we do it? I'm gonna stay on here for a minute. We got to do it. We got to hit 796. So now we're 4 away. I know it's so. Hey, there we go. We got it. We're 802. Awesome. Stupid little games, I know, but it amuses me. It amuses me. So thank you all very much. We did it. I was like, how can we not hit our goal? We got to hit our goal. So anyway, I will see you guys all tomorrow. I hope you like our new addition to our family. Heather's extremely happy, and that makes me happy, and that's what it's about to me. Okay, so what are we up? We're up to 8:15 now. How about that? It's crazy. Very cool. So guys, listen. I will see you all later. Continue to get ready. Be safe. Preparedness 1 out for now.